charged sphere. Using Gauss's law. So first I'm talking about charged sphere. Then I will tell you about point. Then I will try to enclose the charge. Then I will be using Gauss's theorem. Out of 4 derivation, 1 usually comes in exam. Consider a sphere A with center O, radius R, to be charged uniformly with positive charge having surface charge density sigma. Surface charge density means charge upon area. Let P be a point at a distance R near at a distance R from center O near charged sphere. Draw a Gaussian sphere B. Gaussian sphere means imaginary sphere drawn to enclose the charge so that we can use Gauss's law. So draw a Gaussian sphere B with center O, radius R. It will pass through point P. The intensity at any point P will be directed radially outward. That means perpendicular to the surface. Let ds be the elemental area surrounding point P. So ds bar is along E bar. This much have you understood first? Yes, any doubt with this?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, Aryan,
No doubt, sir.
प्लीज कीप ऑन आस्किंग एवरीबॉडी. हाँ देखो फिर से समझाता हूँ इधर का. अभी इसके बाद बाय गॉसेस लॉ plus is charge inside upon epsilon, which is nothing but integration of E bar dot ds. Charge inside this Gaussian surface will be sigma into area of Gaussian surface. So I can say sigma into 4 pi r square upon epsilon naught is E ds cos 0. So sigma into 4 pi r square upon epsilon naught, you can keep in terms of q also, into E into integration of ds. Therefore sigma into 4 pi r square upon epsilon naught into area 4 pi r square, which will get cancelled. So E is sigma upon epsilon, or E is q upon 4 pi r square epsilon naught. Last class we did till this much. Intensity at any point near charged sphere is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon q by r square. This much we have done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm doing now further in continuation. Case 1. Point lies on the surface. This capital R means radius of sphere and small r is distance of point from the center. So if point is on the surface, then small r is greater than radius. Smaller than radius or equal to radius? Equal to radius. If I can enclose the charge, then only I can use Gaussian theorem. So if this is sphere, point P is exactly on the surface. Just to understand, imagine this is book. If I want to cover the book, then I should purchase cover of larger size or smaller size. No?
Larger size, sir.
Larger size, yes. So that I can fold na, here at the end.
Yes, sir.
Shopkeeper says, I have got cover, but it is of same size. Should I purchase? वो मुझे डिस्काउंट दे रहा है.
No, sir.
No? बोला इसके साथ ना आपको जोकर पेस्ट भी दे दूंगा फ्री. Should I purchase or not?
No, sir.
I can ना. तो what I will do, जोकर पेस्ट से कवर को इधर पेस्ट कर देता ना पूरा ऊपर. तो बुक को कवर कर लेगा ना ये. होल्ड करने का क्या जरूरत है ना?
Okay, sir.
That means if I have a Gaussian sphere of same radius as capital R, तो भी इसको ओवरलैप कर लेगा ना, खाली बीच में जगह नहीं रहेगा. बराबर. बड़ा
Yes,
रहता
sir.
तो ये बाहर से रहता, छोटा रहेगा तो अंदर आ जाएगा, और सेम रहेगा तो इसको कवर कर लेगा. खाली क्या फर्क पड़ने वाला है, गैप नहीं है ना बीच में. नॉट फॉलोड.
Followed, sir.
So therefore E, which is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r square will become 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. Case 2. Aryan, for you, 2 extra lecture if I take, now you will be at par with these students. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now point lies inside. If point lies inside, what is R? Less or greater or equal?
Sir, it will be less.
Less than R. If it is less than R, will there be charge enclosed by Gaussian sphere or not? It can't, ना. मतलब ये Gaussian, ये मेन स्फीयर कैपिटल R वाला, ये Gaussian स्फीयर स्मॉल r वाला, चार्ज तो इधर है ना. Can it enclose?
No, sir.
No. So charge enclosed Q will be 0. So my formula E, which is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon charge, will become 0 upon R square. So can I say E is 0?
Yes.
So intensity at any point inside the charged sphere is always what? 0?
Yes, sir. 0.
Okay. So we can say thus intensity at any point inside charged sphere. When I say charged sphere, I am talking about conducting sphere or non-conducting sphere. It is that sphere which is hollow, तो charge ऊपर आएगा. Hollow conducting, hollow non-conducting, तो hollow मतलब gap है, तो charge इधर आएगा. But if it is solid cylinder conducting, तो ही charge ऊपर आएगा, नहीं तो charge अंदर जमा हो जाता है. So we are talking about all the condition of sphere when charges will come on the surface. That means it can be hollow conducting, it can be hollow not conducting, it can be solid conducting. 3 things. So intensity at any point inside charge sphere is always 0. Please copy case 1, case 2. If you complete, please tell me. Okay. Graph. Okay. Okay. Graph of E means electric field versus R means distance. In this chapter, usually MCQ they may ask you one graphical understanding. This is E and R. What is R here? At this point, what will be R? 0.
Yes, sir.
What will be intensity?
It will be 0.
Correct. It will be 0. If I move out till R becomes capital R, point will be inside only.
Understood.
Till R is capital
Sir?
R. Yes, yes, yes.
Sir, I can't see the screen. I think my network is
So
bandwidth
rejoin.
is low, so I'm leaving the
Rejoin.
meeting and I'm joining again.
Rejoin.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is, if I move up till radius, I'm inside. Inside means
Yes,
my
sir.
intensity is 0.
Hmm.
As soon as I reach on the surface, my intensity becomes 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by capital R square. Correct?
Yes.
That is maximum intensity. Then it decreases as inversely proportional to R square. So this is graphical representation of intensity and distance from the center of charge sphere. Any doubt in understanding?
No doubt, sir.
Now, how they will confuse you? See, they will say, is this correct one? What about you? Is this first graph correct? E versus R? I have shown this and you said, yes, I have understood. These two, are they different or they are same? Now, meaning of this is when R is radius, first intensity is 0, then it increases, then becomes maximum. But it is not like that. Instantaneously it becomes maximum. Na? It will have no values
Sure.
in between. So ये वाला wrong है ये वाला. समझ लो बराबर. This means what? Intensity is not 0 but constant till it comes to radius. Intensity is not constant, actually it is 0. So my answer, this one is correct. Are you able to distinguish why this first
Yes,
is
sir.
correct? Okay, copy now. हाँ भाई आ गया ना। फिर अपन ये रखते हैं ना एलएमबी के साथ में कितना हाँ अच्छा तो उसको 1000 में रखो ना पकड़ा ठीक है ठीक। Shall I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now derive an expression for electric field intensity for solid non-conducting sphere. See, when you see non-conducting, that means the charge given will not come on the surface, but it will get distributed within inside. ऐसा पूरे अंदर भी कंडक्टर रहे तो बाहर आएगा. लाइक सपोज आई टेक अ सिरिंज, ठीक है, सिरिंज मतलब पिचकारी, इसको जोर से पुश किया तो सब लिक्विड इधर आ जाएगा ना, इफ इट इज कंडक्टिंग, है ना.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
अगर नहीं कंडक्टिंग है तो ये भी थोड़ा तो एब्जॉर्ब कर लेगा ना बीच में, ये मैंने yes meaning understood. Conducting means it will come on the surface, non-conducting means it will be inside and everywhere distributed. We are taking uniform case. So consider a sphere, non-conducting sphere A with center O, radius R, having uniform charge, having volume, charge, density rho. That means it is charge per unit volume. Okay.
Yes.
Now let P be a point. We are taking in three cases: outside, on the surface, inside. P be a point outside at a distance R from center O. Draw a Gaussian sphere with center O, radius R. It will pass through point P. Intensity at point P will be directed normally outwards. Let ds bar be the elemental area surrounding P. It will be having area vector in the direction of E bar. So by Gauss's law, flux is charge inside upon epsilon naught, which is same as E bar dot ds bar. What is charge inside?
Zero.
नहीं जीरो नहीं है, ये चार्ज देखो, ये गॉसियन स्फीयर और ये मेन स्फीयर, तो ये पूरा चार्ज है ना जो भी है, तो ये है ना उसके पास चार्ज.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry.
So that charge is how much? Can I say it is rho into volume of this inside wala?
Yes.
So it is rho into inside वाला volume means 4/3 pi r cube के अंदर ही है ना खाली, upon epsilon naught is E ds cos. Just draw this diagram. Just draw diagram. Don't write. I am explaining you. Then start. Just draw the diagram, huh? Then I'm starting. Shall I clear the diagram?
Yeah.
Right. Consider a non-conducting solid sphere consider a non-conducting solid sphere to be charged with positive charge, having volume charge density rho. Having volume charge density rho. Let P be a point near the sphere at distance r from center O. Draw a Gaussian sphere B. Draw a Gaussian sphere B with center O, radius small r. It will pass through point P. It will pass through point P. The intensity at point P intensity E bar at point P is directed normally outwards. Let
Sir, can you repeat?
intensity E bar at point P is directed normally outwards. Let Ts bar be elemental area surrounding point P. Then copy it till end. Written?
Wait.
I think you have done. Hello, done.
Done, sir.
So I can say rho into 4 by 3 pi r cube upon epsilon 0 is E integration of ds. ds मतलब ये इधर एरिया जो है ये पूरे को ऐड करना है. So this ds if I add, what I will get? Yes, what I will get? 4 pi r square, no? Because
Yes,
we are
sir.
taking surface area of Gaussian sphere. 4 pi cancel from both sides. 4 pi cancel from both sides. So E becomes rho r cube upon 3 epsilon naught r square. This is similar to C. Rho means nothing but charge q upon volume 4 by 3 pi r cube into r cube upon 3 epsilon naught r square. So this r cube and 3 cancels. So can I say it is similar to that conducting sphere? Same, no? So when point is outside or on the surface, there is no change whether it is conducting, non-conducting, hollow, solid. Only change will come when it is inside. So just copy till this. ओ एलेम्बिक निकाल दो. ये कितना है अभी? फ्यूचर अपना जैसे उसको 630 का रखना है. Yes, done.
Yes, sir.
Now see. हाँ अभी केस 1 पॉइंट अगर ऑन द सरफेस है तो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा ना, वापस वही सब आने वाला है. इसको आर लिखना पड़ेगा. तो मैं outside you got same formula. Case 2 point lies on the surface, no change, it is just E equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon capital R square. Case 3 ये सही है. Point lies inside the sphere. That means R is less than R. This time we cannot get E0 because charge is enclosed. Because if this is A, this is capital R, and point is inside, it will enclose this much charge now of the total.
Yeah.
So we can't say charge enclosed is 0. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Okay. Write the heading. First copy case 2. Then I'm just drawing once again the figure. Case 2, case 3, right? Point lies inside the sphere. Very important, because graph, if comes, you have to be very, very careful. चलो, can I clear this now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. अभी पॉइंट इनसाइड का डायग्राम फिर से एक बार देख लो आप. This is that sphere. थोड़ा enlarge करता हूँ so that you can understand better. This is sphere A, center O, radius capital R, charge is inside. Now I'm drawing Gaussian sphere with center O, radius small r, which is less than capital R. This time, will it enclose or it will not enclose the charge? Hello, will it enclose or not? It will enclose no this much charge.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
and that means I can't say intensity is 0. So by Gauss's law, flux is charge inside upon epsilon naught and E bar dot ds bar. This is basic formula. Charge inside is rho into volume of this. This time I should write capital R or small r. This is the only important. Should I write capital R or small r for volume? Pardon?
Capital.
No, small r ना. हम लोग को तो गॉसियन सरफेस के अंदर कितना है वो पूछा है ना. चार्ज एनक्लोज्ड बाय गॉसियन सरफेस चाहिए ना, तो स्मॉल r क्यूब होगा ना.
Yes.
अपॉन एप्सिलॉन नॉट E ds cos 0, इधर इंटीग्रेशन रो 4/3 pi r cube upon epsilon naught E into what is area of Gaussian surface? 4 pi r square, है ना?
Yes.
Into 1. So I can cancel 4 pi from both sides. R square भी cancel हो जाएगा. So E will become rho r upon 3 epsilon naught. That means it is directly proportional to r or inversely proportional to r square. Hello?
Yes.
This is directly proportional to r or inversely proportional?
Directly, sir.
Directly. बाकी सब में क्या आया था? 1 upon r square था ना?
Yes.
लेकिन इधर क्या आ रहा है? E proportional to r. Because rho is uniform constant. Just draw this diagram and complete till it, then graph I will explain. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Graph of E versus R for solid non-conducting sphere. For solid non-conducting sphere. See, when point was inside, we got E as rho R upon 3 epsilon naught. Correct? हेलो, हाँ बात हो रहा है, कल है वो बाद में देखता हूँ, अभी टाइम नहीं देखते. Rho R upon 3 epsilon naught. So this is our y and R is x. Rest all are constant. तो ये किसका जैसा होना चाहिए ग्राफ? Straight line passing through origin or not passing through origin? Hello? What should be nature of graph? Till point is inside. If it is coming y equal to mx, then what?
Passing through origin.
तो मतलब ऐसा straight line graph मिलना चाहिए ना from origin.
Yes.
कभी तक मिलेगा ये? Till R comes R. So till this, our E is rho R upon 3 epsilon naught. Moment it reaches here at radius, then E will become 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon capital R square. And then it will be for this much, E equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. Understood perfectly this graph?
Yes, sir.
Please copy. Okay. Now, what numerical? 2 charges 10 microcoulomb and 40 microcoulomb are separated by 10 centimeter. Find the position where intensity is 0. Find the position where intensity is 0. So two charge, Q1 10 microcoulomb, Q2 is suppose 40 microcoulomb. They are separated by distance of 10. We want where intensity will be 0. So let P be a point. Let P be a point where intensity is 0. Now, when the intensity will be 0, when one is on the right direction, other is on the left, and their magnitude is same, then only it will be 0.
Yes.
This charge at A is positive or negative? Charge at A is positive or negative? Hello? Charge at A is positive or negative?
Negative.
नेगेटिव किधर है? प्लस 10 है ना, पॉजिटिव है ना.
Yes,
और
sir.
पॉजिटिव के लिए इंटेंसिटी आउटवर्ड होता है दैट पॉइंट. दैट मीन्स इट विल मूव अवे फ्रॉम द चार्ज. व्हाट अबाउट Q2? इट इज पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव? Q2
Positive.
Positive.
so again intensity will be outward. E2 for second charge. Are these opposite?
Yes, sir.
If opposite, then only chance it that is there, it will become 0. मतलब 0 हो जाएगा if magnitude is same. So let P be the intensity at a P be a point where intensity is 0 at distance x from 10 microcoulomb. मतलब at P I should have even value same as E2. E का फॉर्मूला सिंगल चार्ज से 1/4 q upon x square, because distance I took x where magnitude will become same, and from second charge it will be then 10 minus x square. Any doubt till this?
No.
1/4 cancel from both sides, so 10 upon x square is 40 upon 10 minus x the whole square. Taking square root, 1 upon x is 2 upon 10 minus x. Therefore 10 minus x equal to 2x. 10 equal to 3x. X equal to 10 by 3. X equal to 3.33 centimeter. So it will be 0 at distance of 3.33 from the smaller charge. Okay, pakka followed full?
Yes.
Copy then till end. दूसरे ऊपर में रख दो, हाँ completed.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is y-axis, here x-axis, this is one line, this is another, this angle is 30 degree, this angle is 30. Here we are having charge plus q, here we are having minus q, here we are having q, all are at same distance d from the origin. Find resultant intensity at origin. Find resultant intensity at origin. इसको 2q ले लेता हूँ. Now, at origin, we will have intensity due to 3 charges. A q on the second quadrant, मतलब ये, if I call this as q1, this as q2, and this as q3. At origin. Is this positive or negative? This q positive or negative?
Yeah.
Positive, positive. No? So this will be outward E1. E2, a charge negative, so it will pull E2 towards its side. E3 is positive, so from here it will go on this side. So negative लेता हूँ, थोड़ा काम easy होएगा. Inward, this is E3. Now can you tell me E1 E2 का magnitude same है क्या? E1 E2. Think and say. To get E1, charge is Q. To get E2, also charge is Q. Distance is DD दोनों का. So magnitude wise they are same, no?
Yes.
So can I say resultant of E1 comma E2 same direction will be 2 times E1. Okay? No doubt that in this?
No.
Okay. E3 में charge देखो double है. Distance D है. तो E3 का value can I say it is twice of E1? E1 E2 का
Yes,
मतलब
sir.
ये ना 1/4 pi epsilon naught q upon d square. अब इसका चार्ज 2q है तो डबल ऑफ E1 हो गया ना.
Yes, sir.
तो मुझे तो ऐसा मिला अभी है. This is one vector 2 times E1. This is another vector 2 times E1. What is the angle between them? Is it 60 degree?
Yes.
So any property you know from vector, two vectors are equal and inclined by 60, then what is resultant? Yes, बोलो जरा सोच के. √3 times given vector ना.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So it will be root 3 times given vector is 2 times E1. That means root 3 into 2 E1 is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon q by d square. I think you all followed.
Yes, sir.
Now can you tell me where will be its direction? Along this x axis, no? बीच में आएगा.
Hmm.
Copy.
Done, sir.
So that's all for today. Next class we'll meet on Monday, same time. Sunday test on the topic whatever I have completed.